Moms hold a special place in many people's lives, even for cats. This is Olivia, the mother to my cats, Teemo and Arya. Olivia taught my cats how to use a litter box, how to hunt and groom, and how to be loving kitties. Olivia has been an important part of my cat's upbringing, and I thought it was time to reunite her with Teemo and Arya again. As she was getting old, she was 9 years old, and that is considered a senior cat. Olivia lives with her son Harvey, who is the brother from the same litter as Teemo and Arya. 2 years ago, I brought Teemo and Arya to see their mother Olivia, after a subscriber had reached out to me.
I have Teemo and Arya's mom.
The subscriber had recognized his own cat in one of my videos. It was the video where I was picking up my kittens for the first time. When Teemo and Arya met their mother for the first time, it didn't go so well. Teemo and Olivia hissed at each other at first. And Arya wasn't so happy Harvey was following her. But after a week, Teemo and Arya had started to bond with their mother and brother. That isn't nice, Teemo. You hit your brother. What will be different about this trip is Teemo, Arya, and I will sleep over Olivia and Harvey's house. I was hoping being in the same home the entire time will accelerate the bonding between the cats. Last time, we stayed in a nearby hotel and came over every day. Every visit, Teemo and Arya had to spend time adjusting to their new environment, and as a result, this slowed down the bonding process. So I am hoping that this new plan will work. Teemo and Arya will also meet their niece and nephew later in the trip. I featured them in another video, and they are absolutely beautiful.
Hi, my name is Joanna, and these are my cats, Umi and Somi.
I can't wait to meet them. Of the two, who do you think is the chiller cat? Lastly, getting cats to get along can be a challenge, especially if they are new to each other. So I'll share some tips I learned from introducing cats to each other on this trip.
You know, with more cats, it's exponentially harder to get all of them to look at the same time.
It's going to be a cream ragdoll party in Seattle. I'm excited to see how it will turn out. Driving from the Bay Area to Seattle can be a long and scenic drive. Luckily for me, Teemo and Arya have gotten used to doing road trips, so they were very calm and quiet throughout the trip. They slept like babies, and 808 miles later, we made it to Seattle. We arrived late in the evening, and the first thing I did was to let the cats get to know each other in a safe environment. Teemo and Arya were kept in the carrier, so the cats were able to see each other with a barrier between them. This helped the cats get accustomed to each other without physical contact. After there were no signs of stress or aggression, like hissing or growling, I let Teemo and Arya out. And boy, was Teemo excited to explore this new environment. Like a fearless explorer, he left Arya behind and followed where his nose took him. Arya was a little bit more cautious, never being far from the carrier. And there's Harvey, coming to welcome my cats. Will it go well? That's not nice, Teemo. Where are your manners? Harvey was fascinated with Teemo and followed Teemo throughout the night. The breeder did mention that Harvey was Teemo's childhood playmate. I don't think Teemo remembers, but I think Harvey does. When I was choosing my ragdoll kittens 4 years ago, I almost picked Harvey over Teemo. Harvey looked confident and photogenic, while Teemo looked like a troublemaker, someone up to no good. But I fell in love with that troublemaker and chose Teemo. Who would you have chosen? And if you're wondering about Arya, there was no debate. She was a definite first pick. Olivia watched her kids with interest from afar. She was too old for their shenanigans. Arya was not having it with Harvey. Arya did make an attempt to see her mother, but was flatly rejected. It was getting late, and the kitties were tired. It was bedtime. I woke up the next day to Teemo and Arya busy marking territory inside the house. Cats have scent glands in their paws, so scratching leaves a scent mark that makes the space feel like their own. This invasion of territory sometimes threatens the resident cat, and they may feel defensive. I don't think Arya thinks this is too sturdy. I believe the scent marking may have put Olivia and Harvey on edge, as they were not as nice as yesterday night. Given the tense environment, Teemo and Arya decided to make their home the cat tower, and Harvey was not too happy about that. It must be Harvey's favorite spot in the house. Later in the day, I noticed Teemo and Arya were persistent in trying to get close to their mom. There were many rejections. But one moment stood out. While Olivia was sleeping, Teemo sneaked by and sniffed his mom. I wasn't sure what my cats were doing, but Olivia did interest them. If you enjoyed this video so far, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. We make videos on helping you become the best cat owner, so please join us. Another thing I did to lessen the tension between the cats was placing the food bowls in separate areas. This helped create safe spaces for the cats to eat without feeling competition or stress, and promoting a more peaceful environment during mealtime. As the day progressed, the cats were able to sit closer to each other for extended periods of time. I felt I was making progress. Playing with your cats can also help make new cats more comfortable. Playing was what helped me bond the cats last time. It creates a positive and engaging environment, which can reduce stress and tension. In addition, it distracts your cat from the focus on the new cat, easing their anxiety and preventing territorial behavior. Play is also a natural way to build trust. When cats associate fun and positive interactions with the presence of the stranger cat, they're more likely to feel relaxed around them. So throughout the day, I played with the cats. Even though it wasn't working at first, I did see improvement the more I played with them. Arya, you checking out Harvey? In a prior video, I taught my cats how to ring a bell, and they were quick to pick up that skill. So I was curious if I could teach Harvey and Olivia to ring the bell as well. Teemo, are you going to teach your mom how to ring the bell? I guess Teemo is too scared to do it in front of his mom. Poor Arya, she got too close. To my surprise, Olivia learned how to ring the bell in her first try. What a smart kitty. I think this is where my cats got their intelligence from. Harvey, on the other hand, never learned how to ring the bell. I think he's a slow learner. It was late, and day 2 was over. On the 3rd day, we finally had a breakthrough. The night before, I heard a lot of cat chatter. The cats were talking to each other. I didn't know what they were saying. Were they trying to talk out their differences? When I woke up, the cats were sleeping next to me on the couch. I was stunned. I did not expect the cats to get along this quickly. By midday, the cats were chilling on the couch together. Here are some photos we took. They look beautiful. Watching the cats get along made me so happy. They really look like a family. And this is them playing board games. I bought the cats some toys. One of them is a puzzle toy where cats have to figure out how to get to the treats. Olivia was really good at solving those puzzles and did not want any other cats to eat the treats. The other toy I bought them was a tunnel, and Arya really loved the tunnel. She loved to hide and pounce on the other cats. Arya is a very affectionate cat. She is really attached to me. Whenever I leave the house, Arya would call for me, like what you see here. She always needs to be by my side. Later that night, I let my cats explore the floor. Teemo and Arya were itching for adventure. Before I let them out, I made sure it was safe for them. I let them out one at a time, so I can keep track of them. Arya was ecstatic. At times, she went back to get Teemo. If you can listen carefully in the video, Teemo is calling Arya through the door. Which apartment are we staying at, Arya? I think she is lost. Teemo explored the floor relatively fast and was cut short because of Arya. It looks like Arya is calling for Teemo. It's hard to separate my cats. They love to do everything together. It was fun to watch Teemo and Arya run around. I can see the joy in both their eyes. At home, we usually take walks around the neighborhood. It was getting late, and we have exciting guests tomorrow. Teemo and Arya's niece and nephew.
I was really nervous that the meeting of all the cats would not go well. I saw what happened when Teemo and Arya first met Harvey and Olivia, and given that Umi can be a bully to Somi, I was worried he would try to bully his aunt and uncle. So I expected that Somi would be friendly and Umi would not be. Somi started off confidently walking around the room, and Umi hid in the corner, so I thought my prediction would be right. To my surprise, Somi started hissing whenever a cat got close to her. We tried multiple times to have them play together or snack together, but she would have none of it. I started rethinking whether Umi is truly a bully or if Somi is overly dramatic and hisses sooner than another cat would at their sibling. It made me feel bad for all the times I scolded Umi when she would start hissing and crying during play. However, Somi is a very sweet girl to humans, so she might just prefer humans over cats.
Hold on a little bit.
Unfortunately, Somi does not do well with car rides, so she did have a little accident before we arrived. She probably was still feeling uncomfortable and dirty, and that made her grouchy. There's this saying that torties have a lot of tortitude, and I think it showed this time.
Somi was clearly the alpha cat of the bunch. You can feel her presence in the room. Even Teemo, who is usually the alpha cat, was put in his place.
Umi was like a deer in headlights and basically just froze in place. He was visibly uncomfortable but did not really hiss unless he was hissed at. We have been talking about how similar Teemo and Umi look since Umi was a baby, and if it weren't for their coat differences, they really have a similar build and level of chill.
I knew Yumi and Somi were beautiful cats, but they were even more beautiful in person. Given enough time, I think Yumi and Somi could get along with all the other cats as well.
They were so cute in person and so polite. All four cats are so well behaved, and I hope our babies will grow up to be as calm and mature as them. Arya's eyes are so much bigger in person than they seem on camera, and I just wanted to protect her.
It's not a family reunion without some photos. It was tough, but here are some of the pictures we took. Out of 100 photos, we only got 2 good ones. Family is something important to me, and I think it's important for both humans and animals. So it was important for me to bring Teemo and Arya to see their family. I got to see my cats reconnect and create some lasting memories with each other. Thank you, Joanna, for bringing your 2 cats to the family reunion. And thank you to Harvey and Olivia's owner for hosting Teemo, Arya, and I. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see the video of their first family reunion, I will link it in the description below. Comment down below, what are your favorite family moments in the video?